friends, welcome back to my channel. We're here today with another Vlogmas video, and today's an exciting one. It's a challenge that's probably going to be easier for some. I think it's probably going to be easier for everyone. Today's challenge is a combined book and movie challenge. So I'm going to give you a list of books that have inspired movie adaptations, and you can give yourself a point if you've read the book or watched the movie. You can't give yourself 2 points for the same entry. So if you've watched the movie and read the book, you still only get 1 point. You still only get 1 point. But whether book or movie, you get a point for the title, or the inspired title, I suppose. Today we're going to go through 100 books. It might feel like it's long, but I think because you're going to be doing so much better on this list, it will probably go really fast. And if you guys like this, then we'll come back and do a part 2, because we can't cover all the books and movies in one video. So today is 100 books / movies, and you could get up to 100 points. So yeah, stay tuned for that list for Vlogmas, because we're making a book list and checking it twice. We're gonna find out who's been naughty or nice. Book lists are coming to town. It's book lists, Vlogmas style, day 13. Today's list is coming to us courtesy of Goodreads and I guess Listopia, best movie adaptations. So the first title is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. I have not read the book, but I've watched the movie, so I get a point. Next is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That's the first Harry Potter. I have read the book. I have also watched the movie, but it doesn't matter. I get 1 point. Next is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. I haven't read the book, but I've watched the movie. So another point for me. Next is The Godfather by Mario Puzo. I've done both. I've read the book and I've watched the movie, so another point there. To Kill a Mockingbird, I've watched the movie and I've read the book. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. That's Harry Potter number 7. I think by that point I'd have stopped watching the movies. I watched the first few movies. I don't always remember the titles, but no, I haven't read the book and I haven't watched the movie. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I have read the books and I've watched all the movies, and this is unique because there are 3 different movie adaptations. It's a trilogy in the book and a 3-part series in the movies. So yeah, I get another point there. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have read the book. I've watched the movie. The Hell by Catherine Socket. I have not read the book, but I watched the movie just last week, I think, with my husband. Yeah. So another point from me. I hope you guys are doing great. Number 10 on the list is The Silence of the Lambs. This is Hannibal Lecter number 2. I have not read the book. This is by Thomas Harris, but I watched the movie. So I think of those first 10, I have 9 out of 10. This is awesome. I hope you guys are doing just as great. Keep track, okay? Number 11, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Millennium number 1 by Stieg Larsson. I haven't read the book. I haven't watched the movie. Different Seasons by Stephen King. That's a no for me. The Hobbit or There and Back Again by J.R.R. Tolkien. I have watched the movie. I watched the Hobbit movie. The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I have not. The Green Mile by Stephen King. No, I haven't. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I have not read the book in its entirety. I started, I never finished, but I did watch the movie, so yay, a point for me. Hope you guys are doing great. A Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I have not watched any of the movies. I have not read the book, so no. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter number 3. I'm going to say no because I think by number 3 I'd stopped watching, so no. No for me. Next is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is Chronicles of Narnia number 1 by C.S. Lewis. I have not read the books. I have not watched the movies. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter number 6, J.K. Rowling. I have not read book. I have not watched the movie. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I have read the book. The Shining by Stephen King. That's a no. Misery by Stephen King. That's another no. The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I have watched the movie. I don't think I've read the book. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That's Harry Potter number 4 by J.K. Rowling. No for me. Dracula by Bram Stoker, no for me. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey, no. Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, I have read. The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty, no. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, I've watched movies and I have read the book, so yes, I have a point there. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, that's Harry Potter number 5 by J.K. Rowling, no for me. Jaws by Peter Benchley. That's interesting because I have not watched the entire movie, so no. And I haven't read the book either. Next is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oz number 1 by L. Frank Baum. I have watched the movie. I've never read the book. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I have read. I've also seen the movie. Anne of Green Gables. That's Anne of Green Gables number 1 in the series by L.M. Montgomery. I have not. I don't think I've ever seen a movie. I don't think I've ever seen a movie adaptation, and I haven't read the book, so no. Next is The Lovely Bones by Alice Siebold. I have no. The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro. I have read the book. I've never actually seen the movie adaptation, even though the copy of the book that I have is the movie inspired cover. It's funny. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier is next. I have read the book. Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I have not watched the movie. I haven't read the book, and I haven't watched the entire movie. I've seen clips of it, but I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing. A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. I'm coming up with a visual of the movie, but I don't think I watched it. That's the movie with Mandy Moore, right? And I haven't read the book, so no for me. Atonement by Ian McEwan. That's another no for me. Rosemary's Baby number 1 by Ira Levin. I have not. Carrie by Stephen King. That's another no. I haven't read any Stephen King or watched any of those movies. I don't do horror very well. Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. No for me. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy number 1 by Douglas Adams. I have the book. I should read it, but I haven't yet. And I haven't seen the movie. A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess is on my TBR for next year early, but no, not yet. 2001, A Space Odyssey. That's Space Odyssey number 1 by Arthur C. Clarke. No for me. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I have read the book. The Two Towers. That's The Lord of the Rings number 2 by J.R.R. Tolkien. No for me. Heidi by Joanna Spyri. I read the book years ago, so yes. Feel like I've watched the movie, but I don't remember. But I've read the book, so it doesn't matter. I have a point there. The Body by Stephen King and Robin Waterfield, I think. No. Have you guys read it? Give yourself a point. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I have never read, but I want to. Howard's End by E.M. Forster. I have not. Book or movie? No. Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. I have read. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I have read. The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I have not. Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. No. My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult. I think I've read the book, but I'm going to say no because it's not marked on my Goodreads. I would have read this probably when it was first released, back in the before when I don't have records. So I'm going to say no to that one. Angels and Demons, Robert Langdon, number 1. This is the Da Vinci Code books by Dan Brown. Angels and Demons, I have not read. Hamlet by William Shakespeare. No, I've never read it. And I don't think I've seen a movie. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick? No. Planet of the Apes by Pierre Boulle? No. The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells? No for me. Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe by Fanny Flagg? That's another no for me. Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I finished reading this last night. I've been reading the original story on Kindle because I just wasn't sure if I'd ever read the story or not, and I hadn't. So I just read it. So yay! Psycho by Robert Bloch. No for me. Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane. I watched the movie. That movie with, was it Leonardo DiCaprio a few years ago? I have watched the movie. I haven't read the book. A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. I've read the book. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I have not. No. 84 Charing Cross Road by Helen Hanff, no for me. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, no. The Firm by John Grisham, I have read the book. I think I've also watched the movie. That's the one with Tom Cruise, I think. I've done both. The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, no. Slumdog Millionaire by Vikas Swarup, no. Despite its popularity, I never got around to watching the movie and I haven't read the book. The Bone Collector, Lincoln Rhyme No. 1 by Jeffrey Deaver, no. Watership Down by Richard Adams, no. The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett, no. Cape Fear by John D. MacDonald, no. Chocolat by Joanne Harris, no. Emma by Jane Austen, yes. The Cider House Rules by John Irving, no. The Prince of Tides by Pat Conroy, no. The Pelican Brief by John Grisham, yes, I've watched the movie. Mystic River by Dennis Lehane, I've watched the movie. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, I've read the book. I think I've seen the movie as well. Trainspotting by Irvin Welch, no. The Last of the Mohicans, The Leather Stocking Tales No. 2 by James Fenimore Cooper. I've seen the movie, I've never read the book. The Thin Red Line by James Joyce, no for me. The World According to Garp by John Irving, no for me. Sophie's Choice by William Styron, no for me. Apollo 13 by Jim Lovell. I've seen the movie, right? Is that the movie with George Clooney? Then if so, yes. Next is A Time to Kill by John Grisham. I have seen the movie. The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. I have not read the book. I've never watched the movie, no. Sleeping with the Enemy by Nancy Price, no for me. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil by John Berendt, that's another no for me. Terms of Endearment by Larry McMurtry, no for me. Picnic at Hanging Rock by Joan Lindsay, no for me. The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark, I read late last year or early this year with Rosalie and Columbus, so yes, I have read the book. I have never watched the movie. In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, I have not read the book. I have not seen the movie. And number 100 is Schindler's List by Thomas Keneally, or Schindler's Ark in the original publication of the book. I started reading the book. I started watching the movie. I never finished either one, so no, I don't get a point. But I hope you did. So that was 100 books and movie adaptations. I hope you did great on this list because you could have given yourself a point if you read the book or you watched the movie adaptation. So that was today's challenge. Of the 100 possible points, I got 35. I hope you did better than I did. So look forward to hearing from you in the comments about your score. So let's chat down there. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you did. And we'll be back tomorrow for another Vlogmas video, which means another book list. And I hope you join me for it. I thought today's video was fun. And if you like this one, we'll come back and we'll do a part 2 where we'll go through even more books and movie adaptations before Vlogmas is over or afterwards, because we'll still be making videos even after Vlogmas. So let's chat down there. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.